I don't think it's been tough to get things across, but I think it certainly gives you a scenario. And listen, I think, my message was this, is that it was and we've had some of these games before where it just seems like the ball's bouncing the wrong way and the whistle's blowing the wrong way and et cetera, whatever. We're a half step out of sync here and there, and you got to stay with those games, and we were trying to, and then my message really today is that's when we really got to lean on our execution, right? Like you guys know that I've said many times that we like to play a freestyle part of a game, right? But there's times when like we're in scenarios or special situations, let's call them, and we try to get something run that we we know is gonna work, and then we don't execute that part of it, right? So their attention to that kind of stuff is a little better on a day like today, yeah.
How strange is it going to be to see Dwayne on the other bench?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be strange. I'm really looking forward to it, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Got a good team, and they're doing well, and I think there'll be some juice in the arena tomorrow, which has maybe been missing the last couple nights for whatever reason. So that'll be good as well. Our guys need that.
How would you characterize your relationship with him?
Good. I mean, listen, we had 5 years together, and a lot of success, man, and a lot of battles and a lot of long hours together, working hard. And I've said this before too, is that he took a team from relative obscurity, or as hinterlands, whatever, from the hinterlands to relevance, right? And that may be the hardest thing to do in this league, right? That is a difficult thing to do, and again, I'm glad I was a part of it for 5 years, and we had a lot of success, and I got a lot, I learned a lot from the guy, and got a lot of respect for the guys, for sure.
To him since he took the Detroit job and since you had this job?
Well, my communication with whoever, right, is between me and whoever I'm communicating with, right? Whether it's Kyle and me, and Kawhi and me, or Case and me, or Josh and me, or whoever. I'd keep that to myself. I am looking forward to seeing him tomorrow.
Let me rephrase it then. My understanding is you haven't spoken since he got fired from here. Is that accurate?
Again, my communication's between me and him. And again, I really am looking forward to seeing him.
You mentioned, being with him for 5 years and learning a lot from him. Obviously, your first NBA experience was coaching.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Are there certain things you took away from how he served as a head coach that have really informed what you're doing here now?
Yeah, and when I reflect back on it a little bit, it is professionalism, diligence, the seriousness of the day-to-day, the grind, and probably most importantly is the work ethic, right? I mean, he used to say it, I don't know if he ever said it to you guys, but he used to say it to us a lot, that he'd put his work ethic up against anybody's in the league, and he was right in that. The guy always had our staff prepared and our players prepared, and he taught me all those things.
I was talking to another former assistant of his, and he said how Dwayne almost watched, or maybe watched more video than even the assistants, which is rare, I gather.
Yeah.
Do you have a new appreciation for how difficult that is, given the demands of the job?
Well, there is certainly a lot more demands, right? And he did watch a lot, man. I'm not quite sure how he did it, to be honest with you. I don't think I watch as much as he did, and I don't think I did while he was working here either. I mean, I tried to be, I used to say when I'm awake, my laptop was up and rolling, right? And that maybe isn't quite true, but he was very diligent in preparation.
What impact do you think he had mainly on the longest tenured players that you still have here, guys like JB and Kyle?
Yeah, I think again similarly, Josh. I think that one thing I always talk about is our player development, right? And I think that his work ethic carried into that day-to-day preparation of guys getting better and better, coming in at night and shooting. The summertime work that we've been able to do, right, is again just a reflection of of work ethic, really. You know, like trying to say that this job is serious and it's difficult, and if you want to be good at it, you got to work, you know, like every day, and that includes the summers too, right? You know, you're going to have some breaks off here and there, but they're not very long, and they're concentrated breaks, but when you're working, you're here to work.
Sometimes that transition between a head coach and a former assistant can be kind of seamless, right? Like I've known coaches who knew they were getting it, like I hope you get it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not. Like it's perceived as almost disloyalty.
Yeah.
Where in the spectrum would you say?
Well, here's what I thought. I thought that I thought you know, with our success we were having, you know, last February and March, there were some jobs that were rumored to, you know, my name was being mentioned as being a possible. I thought for sure, well, not for sure, I'd hoped that I was going to be a head coach in this league this year. I really thought my opportunity was coming. Our team was hot. I, for some reason, was getting mentioned a lot for them, and that's usually, as I watched for 20 years, what happens. I didn't think it'd be here. I really expected to be a head coach in this league, and I didn't think it'd be here. And the job opened, and they gave me a chance to compete for the job, and you know, I prepared for it like I was for the other jobs. I interviewed at a couple other jobs, and I was preparing for those the same way, and that's the way it turned out.
What do you think of the Pistons team?
Well, they're good, and they're big and strong, right? Like it's a little bit different lineup than you see a little bit now in this league, right? They are coming at you with 3 legitimate bigs, and right now you're usually only seeing one at a time. So we've got to be ready for their physicality and their strength, and you know, they're gonna guard, and they're gonna play hard, and they're gonna play physical, and we've got to be ready to at least match it.
Do you think there's an advantage just in the chess match between you versus Wayne? Because each of you, I mean, I assume you know his stuff pretty well, and I don't know how well he would.
We know each other well. We had a chess match last night between me and Finch, which didn't go very well either. So Chris Finch is assistant for New Orleans, and we spent a lot of time together for six years preparing for the Great Britain team. So that chess match didn't turn out too well for me. So hopefully tomorrow's will be better.
There's been times where Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick worked together so closely.
Yep.
Didn't get along. Got along. Didn't get along. Gone that way over the years. Would it disappoint you if you and Dwayne did not sort of become friends again, if we want to call it that?
Well, listen, I'm my first and foremost concerns are this, right? Is that I do this job here to the truest of my abilities, right? Like that I serve my family first and my players next, and do the best job I can. I know. Again, I have a lot of respect for the guy, right? I really like him. That's all I can say, and I don't really give it much thought. What I really focus my time on is trying to get these guys to play their asses off. That's really what I focus on.